Hello and welcome to Global Farm Simulator Network. I'm your host, Green Acres. And boy, we got a lot of catching up to do. It's been a while since we've done a stream here. Boy, so much has happened. We got the new Giants update and installed it. Did they fix anything? Even one thing like the matchmaker blinking in and out with servers, playing whack-a-mole. If you don't pick quick enough, the server underneath changes. It's the same problem that's been around for 3 months. And worse, the new Giants update broke all of the autoloaders across all of the servers. Yep, just when you thought you had it made and things were going good, well, Giants pulls the rug out from under your feet. So it's back to trucking these things the old way. The funny thing about the autoloaders is you can load them on the trucks, but you can't get the goods off. It's frustrating, folks. So we have to wait for the mod developers to make their changes to it. In more bad news related to the update, Wild West has a problem. As you remember, the Lexions at the rental yard self-destructed. The axles seem to go to another zip code. So Kaz has come out. He's out of the hospital, and he had to change the map. So it's in testing. It is not going to be save game compatible. So when the new release soaks for a while, if it passes, well, if we want his changes, and I think we may need them, I'm not sure. Autoloader is on Giants, but, his stuff cracking up was, it's a little strange, So you build equipment to spec, Giants changes things, and everything goes to hell in a handbasket. So we may have to put up a new version of that. But hey, this is Global Farm Simulator Network. It's not a big deal. All of your property is kept online. So we know everything you owned, where it was, and if that happens and we do recreate the server, to take care of this issue, very unanticipated issue, I might add, thanks to Giants. But the people who own the software will do those kind of things. So you kind of have to put up with it. Let's hope it was for the greater good and not just a vicious swat at large multiplayer and the fact that they don't seem to like or approve of autoload and the strangeness that they haven't released a map. Hardly any maps on their system for so long is causing great frustration in the community. But hey, if you want that new outfit, it's on sale now in the store. And you'll be going in style because they did patch that and their DLC while appearing to fix nothing and break autoloaders and stuff that people are actually using. So it's an evolution, folks. And we've been, 4 months and some change since the update. And we got the new release. So, I guess you can't complain. It doesn't do any good. One day, perhaps, we'll get their representative on for a chat, and we can discuss these things and Giants' view on them in the direction that it's going in. But that's neither here nor now. We're on Elm Creek, and holy cow, folks, we're getting evicted off the land. How could it happen, Green, you say? You got all this money, everything's honky-dory. Oh, boy, speaking of all that money, we got a great level up reward today. We made Global Farmer. This is it. We've arrived at the higher echelons here. And boy, I got to show this to you. We cleaned up today. Let's check this out on the site. Let's go to Global. We'll log in. And here we are. I've got $939,000 at my disposal. Let's take a quick look at the log and see what actually transpired over the last bit here. So if we go look, I leveled up today, $400,000. It's amazing. You get like 10,000 a level or something like that, and or is it 20? I'm not sure. So I got promoted to Global Farmer. I mean, holy cow, World Economic Forum and Klaus Schwab, look out, buddy. I'm coming for your for your hindtails, We're going to be plucking those feathers from you guys here. Geez, we're scraping the top of the barrel here. You elites, get out of my way. Green Acres is at the top of the heap. Bill Gates, look out. I'll be taking your farmland through local legislative action, really. We'll just make it so that corporate owners can't own land, and bye-bye Bill. The largest landowner in the U.S., if you can believe that. So for farmland, Bill's there. So you can expect to see the prices you pay for things go up, like way up. And who knows? They might even put a vaccine inside of your corn and stuff like that since, you weren't taking it willfully. But that's neither here nor there. And we're allowed to talk about this now because Discord has a change of rules coming up in case you fell asleep on that. Yep, it's posted in Farm Chat as of March 28th. Do something bad off-site and Discord might just shut you down as being undesirable amongst the unwashed and unliked. So Big Brother's watching. So if you're an anti-vax or anti-gov, boy, you better go deep cover. Don't say anything on social media because Discord says they're going to be patrolling that. And if anyone reports you, well, they'll just throw your ass to the curb. Imagine that. And Microsoft don't even own them yet. I guess they're getting ready for ownership. Okay, so today, back to my story. You see what I got for money here? I've been naughty too. As you know, Ricky opened up. I bought a few things over there. So you might get a kick out of that. Well, actually, I'm bidding, okay? So if we go look at real estate, I am bidding on this plot of land. It's lot 3. Let's hope nobody actually beat me out of this yet. I know I can. Oh, great. No one noticed it yet. I got to make it till, what's the 3rd? So till tomorrow night before I actually win that bid, and hopefully I do. It's this stretch of land, but this factory's up here, which I bought. Yep, sorry. It was a grain mill. It was low-hanging fruit. It was on the edge of the lot, and I'm like, well, I think I'll buy that. And there's a whole bunch of factories down here on the map so it's probably about 25% of lot 3 is missing. So I bought the remainder chunk that runs about from here down to here and includes, just this chunk of farmland. There's a bunch of trees back here and a country road. That's not mine, but we're bidding on this. The price was right, and it's what I could afford, really, to be honest with you. Now, we bid 189. That was after the reval. So we're expecting that land should stay the same. It's a nice chunk of land here, as you can see. Long and lean, just like I like them. That's too much for me to do over there. But this field size is ideal. Gee, sounds like the 3 Bears, don't it? It's 20 acres. What I got out of it, it's probably like 35. Yeah, 34. And out of that, I'm able to buy this 20. So I figure I'll try that. And here we are. Includes all land. That's what the deed says. Oh, speaking of deeds, someone bought the lot next to me here on, you want to see the new factory? I paid $146,000. Let's look over here, buildings, my buildings. And you could see that if we come down, there was the building on the end of the lot that I picked up right here. It's the grain mill. And it's out on Ricky. It was at the end of lot 3. So I picked that up for $132,000. It has a $175 a day maintenance fee, which I'm sure I've already been billed for. And that's a new building, my first factory that I bought on Ricky. It was affordable. It's a stock game factory. It's not one of the big ones. So the stock game factory was like, I don't know, 90,000 or 100,000, 96,000. And then if you're buying one, well, we force factory pages on the owners now. So, if you have an old one, you're not required to. But if you're buying a new one, we add it onto the price. So came up to 146. I have a silver level discount working for ops. So that dropped the price down to 132, and we scoffed it up. Paid cash for that sucker, and it's here. Now, if you're wondering what this add to title button is down here, you're like, green, what the heck is that? Isn't it already on the title? Well, it's separate from the land. I could demolish this at any time, but if I add that to the title, it becomes part of the title for the land, and the building becomes part of the property, and it can then be sold. So as long as I'm keeping the land, I can keep buildings separate. I can, destroy them or whatever I want. But if I'm going to sell the land, then I need to add them to the title if I'm going to transfer that to another player, because I can't have these and not own the land. So that's what's meant by that. There's a 25 20% cost to demolish. Oh, no, not that. Hey, we got to get rid of that. Demolishing is free. This used to be the way when we couldn't find old buildings, but not anymore. So we add it. There's a fee to add it to the title. I think it's 2,500. I got to do some updates here and clean up that text. But at any rate, that's where we're at. So we now own this guy, which is a new grain mill. I need that like I need a hole in the head, but it was on the lot. So I'm like, what the hey? All right. And we bought this refinery. That's the one we own on Ricky. That's a great deal. Low money. Now, this same refinery that is on Ricky, same looks to be the same as Wild West. So Wild West, Caso modded that and made it part of the map. But on Ricky, this is like $1 million almost for this refinery. So it's much more expensive there. And that's just the straight normal price of the mod. All right. So coming up from there, we still own a couple of sugar factories. That's on lot 72 here where we are standing today. And we got to do some activity here. And that's about it. So we're lean and mean. We got a pile of money. We won the award. We're now a global farmer. Look out. What was his name? Klaus Schwab? You will have nothing and be happy. Yeah, the one predicting the digital crash of the world coming up on deck. So if you haven't backed up your computer, save soon, save off, and get that stuff saved on a thumb drive and put it away. If the war in Russia is any indication of current events, maybe you should put that in a Faraday cage. Just saying, save soon, save off, and those pictures can't be replaced if they get, pierced with invisible ions, right? Okay, so here we are. Let's see how, oh my God, these look harvestable. Holy Moses, we got a crop of sunflowers ready to harvest. Jesus, Mother of Mary. Oh, baby. Look at that. Oh, no. It's October. Let me guess. Oh, no. The sugar cane's ready to be harvested here. Well, we know what we'll be doing today, don't we? Oh, this is going to take forever to do. Look at that. This is the third regrow on this crop of harvest. I got to say, you do sugar cane, it's profitable. The stuff just keeps coming back. Do nothing to it. You don't have to weed it. Don't have to fert it. Oh, I mean, you could, but I'm a bad owner. You guys know I'm cheap. All right, so why spend money? You don't have to. Till we get precision farming and they fall over and the ground turns black from lack of nitrogen. You're saying, but red, that's not the green, that's not the way to farm. Well, we've been doing some experimentation just to find out. So we put this down for our refinery, believe it or not, over on Wild West because you need sunflower and you need canola to produce LPG gas. Or is it sugarcane? I think it's sugarcane and canola. And you use these guys. The sunflower seed oil, I believe, is what I use for making diesel over there. So I didn't have any, so I did a whole crop of it here. I did cane over here. This will make my LPG gas. Boy, that was profitable. My first batch of that. And I make sugar from it. Sweet deal, huh? Some of the other things we've noticed are that, boy, it's going to take a while to harvest that. I'm going to need to recruit some people. Get some help on that. This one should be sweet. We're going to have to rent a harvester to do that. I don't own one. Not on this server anyways. And we've got a whole field of canola up on Hastings, but that won't be in until, let's see. That won't be in until over here, canola, which will be about July, actually August. And I think we got that in. We got it in on half the field on one day. That's the 150 acres we have. And then we did half the field the second day. So I'm figuring that it's probably going to give me 2 days to harvest, and half will come in one day and half will come in the other day. So it's kind of a balanced way to plant. There's one thing about giants now in this release, and that is if you plant here, it's not going to come in until this day and that time on that other date. So it's pretty predictable. So if you know that, then plant half your crop here and the next day plant it there. No sense killing yourself, right? And make it easy on the harvest. Of course, if you're renting equipment, it's going to cost twice as much, obviously. All right, but the time on Hastings is, well, we need to know when we got to harvest that. Boy, it's a lot of work here. So if we look here, you can see that Hastings is month 3. So this is March. So here comes April, May. It's almost first day of summer tomorrow. So the time till we actually harvest that was going to be, let's see, canola will come in August. So we are currently a ways off from that. August would be probably this guy here. So Hastings is 1, 2, 3. This is the end of summer. So each one of these is a season, if you don't know how these work. So this first one is spring. So this is March, April, May, and then June, July, and August. And you'll see the dot changing color like the sun. So green, it's spring, and in the blue, it gets cold, so that's winter. You can always tell what all the servers are doing at any given time by looking at this. And this is how many hours they are behind the time. And this is the last time that, seasons info was updated for that server. Normally it happens automatically, but you never know sometimes. Most of the times it goes off without a hitch, though. So this is where we're at. So based upon what I see here, so at Elm Creek, we're on the second day. We're in October of harvest season. And on Hastings, we still have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, we have today, we have tomorrow, we have the day after tomorrow, so that will be, let's see, today is Tuesday, Wednesday, so Thursday, Friday, so it looks like Saturday, well, we got our work cut out for us, and Sunday to get that harvest in on Hastings. How lucky it falls on a weekend, huh? Otherwise, I'd have to contract it out. I'm going to need help harvesting this today. But we got bigger problems here, too. On top of all this, you're going to love this one. The land next to me got sold. Holy Moses. I got a call from the assessor last night, the surveyor, and he was getting the title ready for this land. And believe it or not, if I this guy bought this, so his property line is right here. He bought, get a load of this, Green Acres gets evicted. Nothing like napalm in the morning, folks. So here you can see the owner who bought the land, he bought 77, 78, and 79. Well, guess what? That cuts right across the road right here. And it includes this side over here. Well, you'd never guess what. When I put down my silos, I never noticed that I creeped over that line. So my silo is sitting right about here. And some guy bought the land. I didn't notice. I didn't care enough to buy the land myself. The land was horribly expensive. And it just went through a reval. So before I could scoff it up, someone else did. Our surveyor, the guy who does the title transfer, says, "Hey, Green, you're squatting on this guy's property, and you got to get off." So I have two choices. I can destroy the building that's there, the silo, or move it. To move it, I have to destroy it and then pay the full cost to build a new one along with the permit, since I don't donate. Me being the nice guy that I am, rules are rules. If you build on someone else's land, you don't own it. So I'm gonna vacate that silo today. I'm being evicted off the land. The title went through at midnight last night. A new owner owns it, and holy crap, if I don't have like close to $500,000 of sugarcane in there that I stand to lose unless I get it the hell out of there and vacate that silo. So that's what we're doing this morning here, folks, on top of the pending harvest that you see. We've got a busy day lined up. So look at the lay of the land here. Here's the line, and you see the guy owns that, and if we go straight across with it, just like this, he owns right up to this tree. And that is clearly his new silo. How's that go? He paid $80,000 and he picks up a $200,000 silo. Of course, he doesn't know he paid $80,000. When he bid on the land, it was close to $300,000, like $286,000. We went through the reval, and if someone's buying land and it's going up in value in the auction, we let that slide. We don't charge them the full price. But if it's going down, and it's going down by a lot, in this case, like $180,000 or 150 grand on the downside, oh, well, we, why be tight about things like that? If the price goes down, we give the guy, he bid on it, expecting that's what the price. And imagine how you'd feel paying $280,000 for the lot, and suddenly the deed comes through, you get charged $280,000, but the land's only worth $85,000 now. So if you go to sell it, you'd be lucky to get $50,000 from Global. So we fixed that for him, and we refunded the difference between the two. It's the way we do things here at Global. We're a community. We're not here to shuck you or shake you down for donations or get you to pay for this and that and nickel to dime you to death. No, hell no. It's not what we're about. So, that's why we can do things like this and make it right for people. So in this case, this guy just got a free silo and most of his money back. So he paid 80 grand and he got this nice chunk. So we got some stuff to get the hell out of here before we lose it. Look at that. We've got 440,000 sugarcane just sitting in the silo. A little bit of fert, some stones, and some seeds. So let's get this stuff out of here, and then the new owner can have his silo. So without any ado, let's go hop a truck here. Mushy mushy, non-disco. How's everyone doing today? Boy, we had a lot to talk about, huh? Now, as you know, look at this. These are auto-disconnected now. Since the patch, hoses don't stay hitched up. But it's okay, because before the patch, if they were hitched up, you couldn't dump unless you disconnected and reconnected. So, in a way, this is easier. Look, they're not hitched up. So let's connect them with manual attach. Thank God Giants didn't break that. They've got that Cinderella touch lately. But, we're still living large. Look at the scenery we get to enjoy and everything. Once these problems get worked out, and, they're unexpected, but... we're still in great shape. Giants may hate multiplayer and on a large scale like this. I mean, it looks like they prefer Xbox and that market because there's a lot of licenses. They don't have to support it. And so, we're skating on thin ice, but we love it. All right, no green. That side does not pick up. Oh, I guess I better pay attention. Swing wide. Consuelo. And there we go. Let's grab some stuff. Bet you this guy would be delighted to think he got all that sugarcane, but he didn't. But hey, we're going to give him the silo. So, could we be a sleazebag and sit here and squat and say, well, your land doesn't really include that? No, it's not how we roll here at GFSN. We do things the right way. Snooze, you lose. I should have noticed that my property line encroached on that and bought the land, and there'd be no issue. So, don't come crying if that happens to you. If it's on someone else's land, your ass is grass and they're a mower. They buy it, they own it. Now, obviously, that does not apply. Hey. Why aren't you moving, baby? Come on, you can do it. Obviously, it doesn't apply to, global buildings and stuff. Sometimes they build, and, if you buy land, like that has a factory on it, it just really depends on the situation. But in this case, oh, look at this. I got myself stuck in here, but good. Don't try this at home, folks. Oh, come on. You can do this. Why am I suddenly hung up here? Stop yapping and pay attention. All right, well, let's just do it this way. I'm determined to go through here, so. Hey. What is... I can't imagine. It's like there's something invisible here. I mean, really? That should come right out of there. And there it goes. All right, I'm one of Jerry's kids today, obviously. I can do this. Holy Moses. It's March, folks. No, not in the game. In real life. Spring and summer is coming here in the US of A. Which is a good thing, too. The lights go out. Well, at least we'll stay warm, right? All right, so here we go. Oh, boy. These guys were running out, I think. Hop out. Oh, look at that. Oh, they're hungry. They're like, yeah, at least I have a place to put all that cane before I lose the silo. In case you're just joining, I got evicted from my own silo. Oh my God, I overbuilt, and the land surveyor caught it, and he says, hey, someone else owns that land now, clear your shit out of it. I was like, really? He's like, really? You snooze, you lose in this game, folks. Yeah, it's farming, but it's factories, and it's like, it's kind of like Monopoly. I didn't intend to do that, but there's just so many different ways to play this, so many different servers. Global Farm Simulator Network, if you're not a member, join today, play tonight. We're a free community. You know you want to. If this looks fun to you, what the hell are you waiting for? You can bring your friends, too. We're the new kids on the block. Destructive technology blowing up the farmer count, putting hundreds of farmers on the same maps together. What could possibly go wrong? Now remember, we play this game the way we live life. Live free or die. Or what's that? Live, freeze, and die. I don't know. We're in the Monadnock Mountains of New Hampshire. That's where this was hatched up and dreamed up. And it's one of New Hampshire's few exports, other than wood and maple syrup. So if you like us, tell your friends about us. It's good, clean fun. You can bring the kids. Or you can just send us money if you like us that much, and we'll help the children and your neighbors. Teaching people to plant around the world. It's the only game where it's not a game. Well, it is to you, but you're learning. You're learning how to farm. Next thing you know, you're looking for tractors and land, and you're planting in your yard and in pots. It's all good knowledge. Just warning you, folks. You know? It's not like playing, Battlefield, where you're going to go out and buy a nice weapon and prepare for Armageddon or something. No. You're going to learn to farm and to plant and to raise animals. And a lot of the stuff is pretty spot on. You think it's a game, but we're teaching you in secret. That's our mission. Yep. You're here to have fun, and we're here to have fun and educate you. So it's a win-win. We just run a community. We couldn't find the type of place we wanted to be in that treated us right, so we wrote our own. Screw them. Screw corporate America. That's how we roll around here at GFSN. We believe in freedom, open markets, and, the rule of the people. It's not some heavy-handed, top here. Want to know what the rules are? You guys make them. We run a free and open platform. That's what we're all about. Live by the sword, die by the sword. If you believe in that type of thing, well, come join us. Join today, play tonight. So, we've been evicted. We are clearing out of the silo. Oh boy, what a surprise that was. It's like, good morning, Vietnam. Wake up and smell the napalm. I needed that silo too. But, gotta do what's right. Snooze, you lose in this game. And I lead by example. So, all the bad things you see happen to me here that make you laugh, I gotta pay for those out of my own pocket here. This goes against my long-term wealth and everything, but that's okay. I'm falling behind you other players. But remember, time spent playing is time away from coding, so if you want a better community, take my contracts and do them so that I can get back to work. The site just, oh no. I I didn't learn how to drive. Jeez, the boss. The boss ain't going to like me, you know. It's like every time I bring this truck in, it's like got these scrapes down the side. It's going to say, Green, you're going to the moonshine factory, and I'm going to let you draw an Amish cart to the sell point if you don't behave. Let's see what we got out of here. Are we almost done with this yet? 250,000 left. All right, so we're going to throw some of this into that next silo now. We're running out of money. One of those places ran out of cane, but hey, it's harvest day today. Can you believe it? Oh, man, we better get some contracts up on the site quick. We need help harvesting that stuff. So why don't we do that now, as a matter of fact, since we're waiting to offload this. So we're going to come here, F5, no? And you always make sure you're logged on before you do something. Otherwise, you're treated to this. So always get in the habit of hitting F5. It gives you about 20 minutes to a half an hour. If you haven't done something, it logs you out. All right, so right back in. We're back at it. And here we are. We're going to teach you how to do a contract. I need these fields done. Holy Jesus. And, boy, they got to get harvested. So there's a couple of ways to do it, and I'm going to show you both of them. One of them is, let's see, we're going to go to New Contract, and we're going to say Create a Player Contract. It's on Elm Creek. You describe what it is. Well, priorities, like urgent. Holy Moses. It's got to be done by the end of November, so this expires tomorrow. We'll set that there, 3/3. Well, actually, I'll set that a day ahead since they expire at midnight. I want this to go to 3/4, so that's tomorrow night at midnight that will expire. So always remember that it's a day ahead. Everything expires midnight server time. All right, so here we're going to say, I need a field harvested. So I'm going to say harvesting. And what you need done, we need to harvest, this mic here. We need to harvest, harvest sugarcane. From field 45. No, I'm not 45. I'm 72. What the hell am I doing? Oh, boy. Got up on the sleepy side of the bed today, I'll tell you what. Harvest sugarcane from field 72. And dump into factories. I better say which ones, or they'll dump them somewhere else. If you don't specify it, you can't blame them now, can you, folks? Into sugar factories. Apostrophe. On Johnny can't read. On lot. No, Johnny can't spell either. 72. And that's it. So here we're going to specify our price. Because harvesting sugarcane, it looks simple. It's a tiny field. But when you're harvesting at 3 miles an hour with a 2-row harvester, that's going to take a while. And, you got to trick people into doing it by paying a lot of money. This will take someone at least 5 or 6 hours to do that one field. So I'm going to let that go for like $75,000. That's a big job. It's a pain in the you-know-whats, but, it'll produce a lot more for me than that in money. Now, assuming if I buy 100,000 of that on the market, it's, I don't know, it could cost me a little money. Let's go look. In a new window. So let's go to the markets and see what I'd actually have to pay for that right now. Should I buy it, Sugarcane, Control F, and sugar. Cane. Here we are. So for me to buy this, I'd be paying $265 per thousand. So that's 26 grand per truckload of 100K. So I need to keep my contract reasonable so I make money on this. So I think it's going to be a lot closer to, I'm going to get probably a 300K out of that field, maybe a little more. So I can afford to give away a little bit of that money. And I'm going to refine it into sugar, so I'll make a lot more in the long run. So let's give out 50. Oh, geez, no one's going to do it. No, not if they don't know. We're going to play possum here. We're going to give, I hate to type in anything over. There we go. We're going to go with $47,000 for this contract. That's a fair amount. And that allows me to make some money too. And we're just going to click, oh, here, equipment, use farms, contractor must provide. Supplies, farm supplied, or hey, none required. You specify it all, and you specify when they get paid. Of course, when they complete the contract, they get paid anyway, so it's automatic. You have no control over that. It comes right out of your account. So we're going to say create contract. All right, that is out there now. So you will see it says Green Acre new player contract created on server 2. So that is ready for someone to pick up, and you'll see it under contracts. Now, here's something else you probably didn't know is if you go under available contracts and you see your contract, you can cancel that at any time until a player takes it by just clicking cancel, and it's gone. And that's all there is to it, to creating a contract. Now, someone can come along and says harvesting, equipment, use farms, supplies, none required, and it expires on 3/4. Creating a contract to harvest a field is just that easy. Now, let's pray to God someone takes that and actually does it. Well, we're going to have to do it, or, we lose that crop. Heaven forbid. It's a lot of money. I'd hate to spend the whole day doing that. Oh, and I got this big field of sunflowers. The sunflowers actually have to go somewhere else. We need those on Wild West, so we'll be exporting those to a different server once we pluck them up. So let's get over here and let's feed this factory. All right, so I've dumped 2 loads in that factory and 1 load into this factory so far. So let's record that. Now, factories, the way we track expenses and stuff, is pretty simple. So I'm going to go to factories and click My Factories. Now, I sold A2, 2 truckloads. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to say, hey, I sold you 59, 60, 118K of product. And I just click sell on that, and it pays me the going rate. But remember, I'm not going to make any money because it's on the same account. But what does happen with that is that, oh, and I sold one to the other one. So let's go back to the other one first while I'm yapping, and we'll fix that one. I sold 1 trailer load to this. So this is how we track cost of owning the factory. So I sold a tractor load, so that was 59 of sugarcane to it. So now, when I do that, you'll notice that when I come out here, see these things called expenses, income, and expenses. So every time I buy, that gets added here. When I sell, I buy it from myself, and then that tells me whether I'm making money. And every time it gets sold, you can see all my sales of the ledgers. So our factories are living, breathing entities. The ones in game are dumb. I always operate like real life. Well, remember, I was a real-life developer for many of these corporations for most of my life, so I know how they work and I know how to code them. That's why we got the system that we do, because this is all straight to you from corporate America. This is how you could run the world on this thing, literally. You could run a town on it. You could run anything on this for production. So, hey, fear not. The internet crashes. Hey, just get Green over there. He'll write your whole system in no time. All right, so that's how we track it. And then expenses are here. So every time I buy something, you say, oh, hey, look, I purchased 59 at $2.21 each this morning or whatever. And the price that I paid, when I bought it, and how many I got. So it keeps track of everything at your factory level. And you could spreadsheet these or do whatever you want with them. They're just like your normal ledger entries in the game. So just wanted to bring you up to speed on that. All right, so we issued a contract. Trucks work better when you start them. And God, that train ain't coming. All right, so we'll whip around here. And we're trying to empty out this silo and get it ready for the new player that bought it. I wonder if he knows he bought it. He's probably sitting there fretting. He's probably sitting there saying, oh, I paid $300,000. And it went down to 80. Let's hope I get that silo. That silo was part of it. Well, it's your lucky day. It is. See that? Not a bad driver. I actually used to drive a real tractor trailer in life, folks. I got out of the Army and I hopped in one. The guy said, hey, you got a license? I said, oh, I just got this one that's Class 1 from North Carolina. 82nd Airborne. Yeah, only thing that falls out of the sky, folks, is fools and bird shit. Remember that. And so the guy says, hey, can you drive a rig? And I'm like, well, I grew up on a farm. Maybe. And I just hopped in and started driving cross country. Wasn't licensed for it, but he didn't know that. He just saw the Carolina license, and up in New England, it's Class 1 is CDL, and Class 3 is a standard driver. Well, I had a Class 1 from North Carolina, but it meant standard driver down there, but nobody knew that up here. I drove for like a year. Now you're like, well, what'd you think of it, Green? How'd you like driving a rig? Absolutely love the big equipment. And see, I hopped into a Transtar for my first rig with the splitter, like an 18 speed split and double clutching, and I was loving that stuff. But you know, after a while, you're always alone. You smell. You gotta take showers at truck stops with weird people. Oh, I shouldn't say weird people. Probably some of the best people in the world are truckers, man. At least they're honest. You know what you're in for. They're not like, World Economic Forum types like Klaus Schwab and his ilk and Mitt Romney and all them. Boy, imagine being stuck with them. You'd be worried you get knifed or robbed or something like that, or dumped in a dumpster. Oh, but hey, one of those things. All right, so we're dumping, and we just added another load. So you know what that means? Okay, got to keep the books straight. So that was B2. We sold another 59 to that factory. So sugarcane 59. There you go, buddy. And we're good on that one. All right. Hopefully we get that silo emptied pretty quick here. Hey, that's fun driving to a building. Kind of reckless, but don't you want to blast your horns inside? Yeah, I know, I got the UPS part wrong. They hit the horn when they back up. I hit the horn when I don't feel like stopping. So if you hear a horn, look out. All right, we're almost done finishing being evicted from this section here. Why couldn't you bought that pot down there? Let me see that. If you bought that, see, they had that whole chunk. But yeah, this has got better farmland. I'd have bought this too. I'd probably get this chunk over here next if I were you. 379, 319? That's not what that costs. Let's go to our site and look. Never take these in-game values. When we come back, we're going to sell another 59 to this. So I'm going to go ahead and enter that now and get that out of the way. And we're going to go hop out here, and we're going to go look at this map. So here we are. We're going to come down to Legends, and we're going to go look at Elm Creek and see what that lot goes for right next to us here. So these guys, they just got revalued. So lot 73 is 167. Ooh, that's expensive. Is that what I want? Oh, what about these? These go as a pair, right? Yeah, 74, 75, and 76. Yours for only $124,000. Now that's a farm. Boy, if I was this guy and the prices just drop and he just bought this piece here, well, he should probably get this. Does that come with it? Is that 75? Is that what I see? Oh, no, that's 73. It's these three right here. That'd be a great deal for him at only 124. That's pocket fluff. I think his refund was more than that. He'd be crazy not to buy it. To go with that new silo that he's getting, which I got to finish getting out of. Geez, we're spending the whole day yapping away here, folks. Hopefully you're enjoying the show. If you like it, tell your friends about it. Not everything goes right in my world. Live stream stuff crashes, but it's all good, because we're in this for fun. But it's serious farming, too. I may look like I'm having fun, and damned if I ain't, but it's stressful sometimes, wondering if my crops will get harvested. Why can't I use an AI farmer to do it, Red? Nope. No AI is allowed in our system. That's why it's so hard to make money. Any work that happens here, what you have, if you have nice stuff, it's because you earned it through hard work. You can't cheat anything into this game. You cheat yourself right out the door. Player validated accounting, you don't get away with diddly. Players around you are smart. The computer's smart. This ain't your mother's game. It's a whole new world, baby. GFSN. Join today, play tonight. This could be you. You get 500 grand to start. Boy, I get a nice farm for that money here. What are you waiting for? Oh, almost there, folks. Just a few more things to get out of here, pick up those crates, and then we'll abandon this. Get that. Good thing, too, that other factory was empty. Production had stopped. Daddy needs money. I ain't getting none from anywhere right now. Although, oh my God, some product got delivered from the new We Say So factory only to Wild West. There was a contract floating out there, and oh my God, my money went down 100 grand in my account because it delivered a load of canola or something. I almost fell over when I saw it. I'm like, turn that stuff off. So you own a factory, you can turn on automatic deliveries and buy some We Say So, but We Say So factory only is only for factory owners who need that product for their personal production. They can't buy it and resell it or anything, but they revalued those the other day so that the price of anything you buy from the factory only silo is above the highest that the market could ever be. And it has a range and it bounces around up there. So if you're going to buy it, it's only because you need it. And you know, you're not going to make money buying it and stocking your factory with it. So get that thought right out of your head. It's always cheaper to grow stuff or buy it from a player. If you have to go to the market as a last resort, boy, you're going to pay for it. Yeah, you get what you want, but you know, don't disillusion yourself. Hey, Green, you drove across the grass. Yep, you can mail that ticket care of Green Acres on Elm Creek servers with DOT. And they're coming soon. Oh boy. I'm just coding up their ticket app now. That'd be great. They'll be in a different account. You won't even know that they're hiding behind that billboard at harvest time when you go flying by at 100 miles an hour. Oh yeah, we'll be checking registrations now and then. They won't be the Gestapo. Hey, is that it? Oh my God, we got 24,693 left here. You like it, Green? That's not an even number. How are you going to drop that in the silo? Well, I'm going to show you a trick. Johnny can't read, but he sure can do math. I'm going to show you a little trick for that. They're like, oh, round up or down. That's a pile of crap. You don't need to round up or down. I'll show you how. Right, so we got this cane going in. It's the last of it. It's 29,686. So how do we get that? How do we account for that? Well, it's simple. Let's go back to the website and I'll show you how we do it. So I'm going to go back and look for my, you know, factories. There's a lot more to these. There's stuff I haven't even showed you yet about production. Really cool. That we will be rolling out. So we're going to go to my factories. And I'm just going to say, hey, Sugar Shack B2, you just got some stuff from me. I sold you. So if you have a fractional amount, you can enter it here, believe it or not, and do it exactly and get paid for it. So here I'm going to enter in that I sold 28.6. Yeah, it's a fraction. So if you're buying like 1,200 of fertilizer, just key in 1.2. If it's 1,400, then 1.4. If it's 1,800, 1.8. So whatever, you know, fractional amount you're getting goes in as a point after the whole number. We're going to click sell it on that to it, and because we're selling to it. And there we go. Its count that it needs goes down, and everything's fine. So we're going to do an insta count for him too, because some of these are wrong. He has 0 sugar beets, so we're going to update that. We have 0 in the silo, and we have 0 in those. So our total is that right? 323 in the silo? Cannot be right. Let's inventory. You're responsible for inventory when you own a factory, folks, and you should try to do it every day. Oh, we have more than that. Oh, we have 262,000 for inventory. So let's update that just in case it got out of line. And we just, to do that, now we don't key. It does the math for you. It says the capacity is here, and there's 323. No, there's not. We just looked, and it is 262. So all we have to do is just enter in what we see here into the system. That's not the right one, Green. Oh, I got windowlitis. It's a painful affliction. No, it really is. All right, so here we just say, hey, I see 262. 0.1. And key that in. Does the 0.1 matter? Yeah, I never tried that with inventory. Will this thing blow up? No, it just rounds it, so we have 262 in inventory. And that's correct. And those are in thousands, by the way, in case you did not know that. All right, so we finished cleaning out that silo. We just got a few more items. So let's hot-foot it over there and grab them before this guy shows up. Always stop and look both ways, or honk. No, that's bad advice, folks. Don't listen to me. I'll get you busted and ticketed. Those fines from the DOT can be pricey. I think they could make their weekly quota just by following me around full time. If they know when I stream, watch out. All right, so what else have we got that we can take out of here? There's no more sugarcane. Oh, we got seeds? Oh, we're not leaving those, are we? Of course not. We'll just take that. Where the hell I'll go with that? Oh, I know where I'll go. Pull them right over here. And we'll do a dirty trick. Oh my God. We've been complicated even further, folks, because the lease just expired today on that land for the sugarcane. Oh my God. And it went to auction. So I'm actually going to have to buy that land if I want to harvest it, because I don't own it right now, technically. Oh boy, what a bad day I'm having. First I lost my silo, then my cane becomes harvestable and my lease expires last night at midnight. I just can't win. Jesus, I better... And I can't lease it because it's in auction. The only thing I can do with that lot is to buy it, folks. I'm forced to buy that land if I want to harvest it. That's the problem with leasing. Sooner or later, that sucker ends. Maybe fine with a normal crop, but boy, with cane, it keeps coming back. I don't want to buy it. I just want to harvest the damn thing. I guess I might as well just suck it up and go buy it. All right, so we're going to buy land, folks. Not because we want to, but because we have to. Turns out the sugarcane was on a leased lot, and that lease expired. Holy Moses, let's go take a look. Does it get any worse for Green Acres today? Boy, I'll tell you. Let's see. That was the one, I believe it's an auction now. Oh boy, we're screwed. Oh, yep, here it is, lot 57. That is the one. This is my cane field. It went to auction today. Current bid is $144,000, and I can't get this. Oh no, there is no way. When I was leasing it, I had to buy it. I could not buy it. Oh boy, well, this is bad. It's really bad. It's not my field, and I can't harvest that. By the time that comes out, it is going to be, oh boy, 3 days left. Well, it's going to be wilted. I guess I better go cancel my harvest contract on that. I don't own this field anymore, and nobody can get that field until it's history. That's too bad. Oh boy. So I guess we have to use that cancel button on the contract we created, so I won't be getting any new stuff from that field, sadly. And if I want it, I'm going to have to wait until it comes up for sale. And, you know, it's okay. If I'd have bought it before I closed that lease earlier, well, I don't have any choice. The system took it away. But if I would have bought it now, I would have ended up paying full price. So if I wait for it at the auction, the crop's going to be dead anyways. And, you know, it's, I don't know. I think I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm not going to touch that land. I'm going to let it slip away. And I'm going to go and cancel our contract to harvest it. Luckily, that makes our life easier. So we don't get to fondle this crop over here that we thought was ours, which was a huge crop of sugarcane. Boy, we could use this stuff. But that's not ours. And we can't get it out of an auction. At the end of an auction, land goes to lease. It's not yours anymore. Doesn't matter what's on it. That's locked up for 3 days to give other players a chance to buy it. That way players who lease big fields can't monopolize them. Yeah, you could pay full boat, or you could get it at auction in an open bidding process. So that crop is no longer mine. I planted it once, and I've harvested it. This will be the third time. And I sold it after the first time I planted it to buy land on Wild West. Holy Jesus. Green, what are you doing? All right, so we're going to dump this. I got to do something with it. So let's see, Control I. Let's just put that pile right there. Good. And what else is in the silo? It's not yours anymore, so I'm going to pick up these crates because I can. They're mine. Oh, boy. Green, you're not going to get anything driving that way. Now flip a Yui. I know what you thought I was going to say. Nope. I'm clean-mouthed here. Yeah, I could swear better than an army trooper, but it's children. Come on. Get with the program. You know what I might say. Anyone who knows me says, oh, geez, that's just green. I can dress them up, but you just can't take them. Didn't I just take this? Oh, no, it's fertilizer. Oh, I think there's some rocks in here. I might leave him the rocks. My personal gift to you, buddy. All right, so we got some fert. Oh, boy, where am I getting rid of that? Should I just build a new silo somewhere? Hell no. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm staying on this server. I mean, I like it, but I could easily rebuild all this stuff on Ricky. So I think once these silos are done, we're going to demo those factories. We'll add them to the title and just dump this property. That's an expensive building right there. Boy, it makes me money. All right, so we got to put this down here. Oh, boy. Or should I just leave it inside my truck? No, we may have to do sunflowers, so let's just drop this here. Right there should do. Honey, better call Lawn Pro. There's spots in my yard. All right. One more run here before we give up this silo. I think we're just about done. Let's get some stones. Let's get stoned. No, not that way. Out of the silo. And I know they're in here. Show me some stones. There they are. It's Mick Jagger in the stone. Oh, not that Mick Jagger. All right, here we go. You got the pile of rocks. I could dump them in this guy's field, but I guess I won't do that. Let's haul them up here. We got some rocks. I don't want them on my lawn. You want them on yours? I'll give them to you. Well, it's a sell area over here, so let's just get rid of these things. Turn them into money. Daddy needs cash. Never gets old saying it. Oh, whoa! Oh boy, you went right over that middle. Oh, that's going to cost you. I need a front end alignment sooner than I thought. All right, debris crusher. All right, stones. We have got 5481. So let's dump those. Let's go to the website and get paid. Who doesn't want to get paid? So to get paid for those, we go to factories. Oh, first F5. We still see we weren't logged on. See, always doing F5. So factories. Log in. Now that I'm in, if you're not logged in, you may not get paid. You don't want that, do you? Hell no. All right, so factories. And I don't own this one, so we got to go look it up. It's on Elm Creek. And we're looking for the debris crusher. Here it is, sell to factory. Today they're paying a whopping $16. And I sold 5.4. 5.4. There we go. Invalid format. Well, you don't like my 0.4? Oh, I guess it doesn't like it when you sell. Lets me do it when I buy. Oh, we'll have to fix that. It screwed me. Oh, I get it. When I'm buying, it wants me to pay for every fraction. But when I'm selling, it's like, oh, no, buddy. Nah. You're not going to get paid for that half. That's mine because, we won't let you enter it on the sell side. That's a dirty trick, Green. How could you? Isn't it fun yelling at yourself? My boss is a real jerk, I'll tell you. No escaping him either. He's on my back 24/7. All right, so let's see if we got paid for that. That's how we collect for some rocks. My ledger. All right, I got $80. Yeah, I think I made money on that, considering the fuel didn't really cost me much to go down the block, right? All right, heading back. We are out of that silo. We'll give it a once over. We'll pick up those crates, spiffy it up. Oh, I am so relieved I don't have to harvest that big field of sugarcane. Oh, Jesus, between waiting 3 days to get it back, which we can't do, and we can't buy it, there's nothing to do but kiss that off and watch it die. It's a shame, but hey, that's the way legal law works in the real world. Doesn't always make sense, and sometimes it's stupid, but just like I just lost a $200,000 silo to a guy who paid 80 grand for the land, my loss is his gain. You know, you snooze, you lose. I should have bought that land up. You know? Thankfully, whoa! I almost got killed. Is your insurance paid up? What happens when you die? Well, you go straight to hell. Farming hell. They'll put you to work. The devil needs cotton. And you're out there to pick it. It's 130 degrees. All right, so, pestilence and fog. No. Put my soapbox back under the... Hey, let's shut my door before this gets stolen, huh? Someone say, oh, turn off the lights, Green. But I'm paying maintenance. I can leave those lights on 24/7. Yeah, but I won't. I'm Greta friendly. Not. All right, so we got all that in. Oh boy, we're gonna have to harvest this field of sugarcane. No, I don't want to do it myself. So we're gonna go create one more factory before we call it a day here on Elm Creek, with the eviction of Green Acres from his beautiful multi-fruit. Oh, hey, we're not done here yet. Jesus. Hey, we got to go get those things off his lawn. Snooze, you lose. Oh, we got our little thing here. So let's hot-foot it over there. I don't know what that is. Is it seeds I left laying on the ground? We're going to go clean that up for him. Treat people the way you want to be treated. No, not that way. We're not talking about sex. We're talking about, you know, how you treat other people. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Yes, I could have tried to squat on this guy's land, but it wouldn't be right. You know, who do you appeal to? Well, you'd have to go to Gramps, obviously, and say, hey, Gramps, that Green Acres, what the hell's wrong with him? Has he no morals? No, you know, I have morals. And that's what you're seeing in the game that you're playing. I have morals. Gramps has standards and rules. Between the two of us, my coding skills and his morality and his seeming ability to know the difference between right and wrong, which seems to be a rare and fleeting thing nowadays in the world. I don't know if you've noticed, huh? It's like the real-life Mr. Haney escaped from Green Acres, and he took over. He bought off all the senators and all the congressmen, and, you know, he operates for the highest bidder, sir. Would you like to buy? Huh? GFSN, join today, farm tonight, 500K. Attend our grand opening of Ricky. Sure, it was 2 days ago, but you don't know that. This is a grand opening now. There's lots of room. If you're not there, go there. Home of the mega factories. You'll love it. We do too. It's got big lots there. So if you're looking for a place to spread out, a good factory map to play on, you know, you don't have to always be a farmer. You could be a logistic company, set up your own trucking company, you know, be a mechanic that goes around and repairs vehicles, or, you know, do whatever you want. You can do mods for players. That's what we're going to do, is let someone who wants to set that up do mods, authorize mods. They bring it to one dealer, and if they want something modded or upgraded, then they can bring it there, and this one dealer will do it and charge them for it. You know, just drop it off at the dealership, come back in a day or so, and you can have it. It's yours. Hey, 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 hey. Let go of that. Come on, it's not paid for. There we go. All right. So I used to tell my dog. As soon as I said it's not paid for, he'd drop it. As soon as I said it's paid for, he'd rip it to shreds. Oh, it was that time the IRS agent in my driveway, and I said it's not paid for. Yeah, we didn't see him come back. Oh, boy. A good pit bull, it's discovered, keeps cops away and keeps IRS agents at bay equally. None of them seem to like it. They ask you for your papers, the dog starts barking, they're like, oh, never mind. We'll be moving along to this next house. I've seen it happen. It's better than a lawyer after the fact, because it prevents things from happening up front. There we go. We are clean. Oh my God. So all that's left is a factory contract, and we are out of here. This guy gets his silo. It's all good to go. Silo is empty. There we go. And I am out. All right, we've done our thing. One thing left to do. Oh, what's that, Green? Get this field harvested. You own this one. That's the benefits of ownership. See that? Look at that. Boy, and we'll be exporting that, but not in this episode. We've been yapping long enough today. So today's a shorty. We got to do a few instructional vids on exporting and stuff, and we'll be doing those a little bit later on, separately. So stay tuned for those. Right now, we've got, hey, you know, there is a way. You're like, hey, Green, what's that other option in the contracts? Well, that would be new field contract. Ooh, what's that? Well, that's where the system automatically prices it for you. So if you don't know what you should be paying, well, you know, this thing can offer suggestions. So let's see what it does. If we don't like it, we can cancel it. Let's try this new one. Farm work auto contract. What's different? Priority. Oh, this is urgent. Oh, my God. Contract will expire on, well, same thing, 3/5. What's today? 3/2, 3/3, 3/4. I better make that 3/4. Otherwise, the stuff will rot. Task details. Well, it's Elm Creek Lot 72. So if you look at the select the lot, it uses the hectares of your lot to determine how much you're going to pay for what you're doing in the task. So it only shows lots that you own. So you can see here, I own, well, these lots. So it makes it easy for you. I'm going to select Elm Creek Lot 72. And we're going to say, hey, we are going to harvest basic, right? Because that's what it is. It's harvest. It's not a root crop. It's not cotton. It's not, you know, so it's harvest basic. The crop is going to be, sunflowers. And we're going to, we don't have equipment, so a contractor must provide. So it'll charge more because the contractor's got to provide his own equipment on the rate. This is all automatic. Supplies? No, none required. Special instructions. Oh, shoot, where are they going to dump this stuff? Leave in supplied trailer on property. And we've got a trailer and container if needed. And we have that 40K container, so I don't expect to get much more than I don't even think I'll get 100K out of it. So let's see. Let's try just hitting create. And it says, hey, new contract created at 11:16. Oh, let's see what it did. I have no idea what it cost because you don't know till you submit it. It's like Nancy Pelosi would say, you got to sign it to see what's in it. So let's go look and double check. See how bad we're going to get rooked. It's going to pay someone $14,000 to harvest that crop, which seems about right. It might be like a half an hour's work, maybe even an hour. It couldn't be an hour. Probably like an hour's work. All right, and they got to provide the equipment. So it came up with that price on its own, and it expires. And I can cancel it right here. But that's all we have to do, and that contract's out there. That's going to be it for today, folks. You just watch me lose $200,000 silo. because it was not on my land, and this guy's land comes from the street and goes straight across according to this map. Look at that. It couldn't go any quicker. It's straight across. So, we lost a silo, and we lost a crop of sugarcane because we didn't realize that, I'm an admin, so I sent that thing to auction without realizing that, oh, geez, I should have, maybe paid full boat with the buy it now under the lease plan, but I didn't. What a dumb, you know what? So I don't get to harvest that big field of sugarcane. Oh, and I was dreading it, folks. It's at least a 6-hour job for that tiny field. Remind me to buy a half dozen more harvesters. But that's it. That's the end of today's episode. Anyways, hope to see you around. Stay tuned for the next one. We'll be doing instructional videos on importing and exporting from a cross-play server and a non-cross-play server. The whole process, front to end. There'll be 2 separate episodes, so look for those later on today. Have a great weekend, folks. Take care. That's it for me. Green Acres, over and out.